everybody, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how I paint a sunflower design on this pillar candle. It's just a medium-sized candle, something I had around my house, so I'm just going to do the demo on it. I'm going to be using yellow ochre, burnt umber, my favorite Thicket, happy green, school bus yellow, sunflower, and the brushes I'm going to be using tonight are a number 12 flat brush. These are plaid one-stroke brushes, number 10 flat brush, and I might be using the number 6. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm also going to be using a 1/4 Scruffy Brush. Alright, so for the center, I'm going to be using, oh, you know what, I think I forgot one paint here, and it's cinnamon. All these are folk art paints, a mixture between enamels and multi-surface. I'm trying to switch over to all of the multi-surface, but use up the enamels that I have. Unless I can't find a color that I want in the multi-surface, then I use the enamel. Alright, so I'm basically double loading my brush into the cinnamon and the burnt umber using the Scruffy Brush. I'm going to start off by doing my center for my larger flower, the larger sunflower, and I'm basically just tapping on here with the combination of the two colors, and I'm trying to get it to where it has good coverage, is why I keep tapping over it. That's my main concern, is making sure that my center is actually exactly the way I want it. And I will be adding to it as we go. Just doing just a quick pouncing here. Trying to get it rather round if I can. And then I'm going to do just a little, partially opened, not a full open flower, but I'm just doing pouncing here to have just a partial center, basically, and smaller because it is a bud. And I'm going to do 2 on this side, again because it is a bud. I think I loaded my brush a little heavy on that one. Let me pounce this out a little bit. And you can keep working with it to get it to look the way you want it to look, you know, color-wise. I'm just going to keep messing with it here a little bit, and then I'm going to put another one down here. Again, using the same colors. They're not exactly the same size, which is fine. Not intending them to be. Alright, so then the next step I'm going to do is come back in here to the center one, using a combination of the 3 yellows, the school bus, and the sunflower, and the yellow ochre. I'm going to take my flat brush, and this is the number 10, and I'm just going to do little pulls here and pulling a little bit of the color from the actual center of the flower. Now when you're doing these, you can do them as a single layer flower, as far as the petals go, is what I mean. Or you can go back over it, because you know that some flowers have more than just one row of flower petals. And if you don't know, then I'm going to share with you that they do. Now, if you want, you can wait till this dries a little bit and do it. I'm just going to go through here, do a lighter touch and pull so that these little petals are not as big. And you can have them going in different directions to kind of show movement. I'm going to do another video probably next week with the sunflowers. Tonight I just wanted to do this to get a video made for tomorrow. Just giving you an idea of how I do my sunflowers. I like to turn the petals going in different directions, again just to show movement. You don't have to do that, but I like to. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this number 6 to tap in or paint in the petals for what I'm considering just the partially open sunflowers. I try to do them not so long. I tend to get really long with these for some reason, and I think they look better if they're shorter. I don't know, I may have stuck my finger or my hand in my paint. I'm not sure here. It's one thing with painting on this kind of, you can just pull it out like that. And I am going to put a few little smaller petals in here. If you like to just leave that part off, you're welcome to do so. Again, it's perfectly fine either way. And then I'm going to do that here too. And see how I like to turn them in different directions. Again, I just feel like that gives it some sense of movement if they're not all going the same direction. And then, like I said, you can do just some short little ones pulled out here if you want to do that. And then just keep moving around. I love sunflowers. Probably one of my favorite flower. And then I will go back over these and add just a few little pulls here and there. And you could also maybe do a little bit different color from one layer to the next for it to stand out more. Again, that's up to you. And what I like to do once I've painted the petals on the flowers is actually go back over the centers and kind of just tap around the edges to make sure that, you know, it doesn't, or that they're actually look like they're fresh, like the center's freshly painted, and that you didn't just pull from it. Alright, okay, so this is going to be quick and simple. Now, when you're doing these, there's a lot of different things you can do to the center of the flower. You can leave it like this, you can add some dots, or if you want to give just a little bit of distinction here to the middle, maybe as if there's some sun or light shining on it, you can tap in like that with the Scruffy. Even just come back over here with it and tap in. Again, you can do dotting, you can do it like this, or you can leave it alone. However you want to do it. But I think it's kind of neat to give it a little bit of a contrast to get it to stand out. But once again, I like to give you options. Alright, so my next thing I'm going to do here is just pull in some leaves, some greenery, and you can pull these like they're coming attached to the main flower. And then come in here and paint. You're just going to go 1, 2, 3. You can make them bigger, longer, however you want to. You can use a smaller brush and then pull it. And I always like to do a stem down the center. You can also on these, because this is a small area, so you don't have to fill it up too much with leaves, but you can, or do smaller amounts, or however you're comfortable. Your leaves don't all have to be the same size either. You can paint them to fit the area that you have available. And go like that. If you want to come up the top and paint in, you don't always have to put the V, but it's nice to give you a guideline, some guideline marks. I would try to avoid painting on the top of the candle if you can at all. Like I said, it's not a whole lot of room, so do your best. You can actually do some leaf painting underneath prior to painting the actual flower itself. Give it more layering, but that's up to you. Alright, now I am going to do some basic petals where I'm pulling them down in my design, and you can tap in these if you want. And then, because you don't want it to be like it's just the flower's just there and all of a sudden you have leaves. Yeah, I got my paint wrong on this. If you know what I mean. Because like here, you have it stuck in there. I just don't want to get too crazy with the leaves, because I do want it to be pretty. And like, here, let me go this way with it. On this one. Like that. Tap those in if you want. You could actually go back over these to bring some of the petals forward if you wanted to. I'm going to come out here. Oh, I got some green on here. Hopefully I'm not sticking my finger in the paint as I'm doing this, but I probably am. Alright, you can go like this and pull some of these out. I like to put some darker on here. Do the same over here. Actually, I really kind of like painting on the candle surface. Kind of flows nicely, but it's not as slick as glass. The coverage is a little bit better. Not so bad. But like I said, you could do some leaf painting before you paint the flowers in. and that way you'll have more leaves coming in from behind. Give it a fuller look. I'll just pull it in like that. And oh, and there you have it. I like it. I think it's pretty. Very pretty candle. You could do this, maybe a little plate to sit it on, or a candle holder to sit it on. What a nice gift that would be. I like it. Alright, so I'm done for now. If you like this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell before you leave. And then also, once the video is over, you'll see underneath the video there is a share button. If you would push that and share this video on all your social networks to your family and friends, I would appreciate it. And until the next time, you have a good one. Talk to you then.